While running, Gosu tells Kangen to leave him alone. Kangen says that Gosu should listen to him for once. Gosu flips over and starts to throw bottles and cans at Kangen. "You are just like those boneheads who came here to mess with me, aren't you?" Gosu asks. On the contrary, Kangen, while dodging everything being thrown at him, is confused because he doesn't know what Gosu meant by saying those boneheads. Gosu again starts running, and suddenly a car hits Kangen. The driver gets out and asks worriedly whether he is all right. Kangen wonders what grudges he had with cars in his past life, that he always gets hit by them. The driver of the car suggests Kangen to go to a hospital first, but Kangen starts to run immediately. When he turns around, he sees that his car was rather damaged, rather than the person who got hit by it. Gosu halts for a moment and says that his life has become a total mess once again since he is swinging his knife around Choi Kangin. In fact, he considers his life to be a legendary mess. Meanwhile, Kangin has been looking for Gosu since he lost track of him previously. He thinks that, before he returned to this world, he definitely knows that kid Gosu will kill himself today, and there's no question about it. The cops closed the case as a simple suicide, but there were always people who suspected he was murdered, based on the circumstances, and the spot where he supposedly took his life was a construction site near Manhwa High School. So Kangin starts to look for it, and luckily he is exactly standing right in front of it. At the same time, Gosu is being kicked by someone from behind. A gang of 4 people approaches him, and the guy with an orange t-shirt and yellow-dyed hair seems to be their leader. The guy starts to bully Gosu and asks for money. He says that the money was due to first, but today is already 5th, so Gosu should pay it today. Gosu replies that he really doesn't have any money. The yellow hair guy grabs Gosu's hair and tells him to pay the money no matter what means necessary, and since Gosu is a great grandmaster at the game. So, a little debt will be an easy money for him. Gosu cries as he says that he can't keep going like that. Then, the bully brings out some personal pictures of Gosu. He says that if Gosu doesn't bring the money, the whole world is going to see some very good pictures of him. The bully states that he doesn't care if Gosu does boosted games or grind some other job, as long as he brings the cash. He tells Gosu that he has 2 days, and if he doesn't pay up, these photos of his will definitely go public. Lastly, he tells Gosu to imagine what would be like when the girl named Sehi that Gosu likes sees these pics of his. Gosu smiles, and it seems that he has already lost the interest to live, so he deliberately starts to attack. He shouts that at least he will these people down with him. But moments later, 2 of the guys overpower Gosu and bring him to the ground. The leader takes a brick in his hand in order to kill Gosu. He says that he is gonna kill Gosu because of the scratch in his face. The orange t-shirt guy states that his dad got connections so he can cover it up even if he kills a person, so he tells everyone to back off since he is going to do a murder today. As he is about to kill Gosu, Kangen appears and stops him. Kangen uses the chakra of fury and punch that guy hard enough to make him fly. Kangen says that these little punks in front of him with barely any life experience are acting like full-blown psychopaths, so he must put an end into it. The chakra of fury increases attack power by 20% for 30 seconds, and it costs 100 chakra points. With this, he takes care of the other bullies. He goes near the leader. The leader of the gang tries to scare Kangen by saying that his dad is a big shit, so Kangen will be in big trouble. Lastly, furious Kangen deals the final blow regarding these people worse than animals. Kangen tells Gosu that now he understands what Gosu has been dealing with all this time. Kangen now knows the reason why Gosu will retreat to games as an escape from a miserable reality like this. Kangen tells Gosu that first of all, Gosu needs to get his head straight. In the end, Kangen notices that he needs to patch Gosu up as he carries Gosu in his back. In the next scene, Gosu wakes up and tries to figure out where he is while being completely shocked. "Where am I?" he asks. Kangen replies from the side that it's his house. Then Gosu asks why he is here, Kangen replies that it's because he bought Gosu here. He then gives a quick summary of the epic journey he went through to bring Gosu here. After hearing the entire story, Gosu humbly thanks Kangin. Then he says that Kangin must be in trouble because the boy he beat up previously was a son of a congressman. "And so what, is there a law saying you can't smack a congressman's kid?" Kangen asks, as he smiles deviously. He tells Gosu not to worry because he made sure that they got out without leaving a trace. Since Gosu is just a victim of their bullying, so there is nothing to worry about. Out of nowhere, the coach Hachel appears, saying that the bullies won't be able to lay a hand on Gosu, because if they try to bully, Kangen will simply leak all the bad things they did to Gosu in public, so the congressman, after seeing what his son did, will go after his son first. Gosu says that he is still worried about that photo of his. Hyechel replies that Kangen took their phones, deleted the photos, and wiped their cloud accounts too. So there's nothing to worry about. After hearing this, Gosu gets relieved and thanks them from the bottom of his heart while crying. Kangen says that since the big problem is solved, he should mention the reason why he came to find Gosu. "Why do you think I came looking for you?" Kangen asks, deviously. Gosu replies that it's because he trash-talked Kangen, so now maybe Kangen wants to fight in real life. Kangen replies that Gosu is really messed up. Gosu says that he is really sorry for the things he did. According to Gosu's point of view, Kangen shines as he says that he wants to recruit Gosu in his team. But at the same time, Gosu is flabbergasted. He asks why he is being recruited. He says that it's all so sudden. Kangen replies that Gosu is right to think that nobody expects to recruit Troll Gosu because he is the guy trolling in ranked, trash-talking, flaming, dropping nasty insults all over the place. And he is also infamous as that Troll Gosu, who even non-gamers know about from the news. Who would be crazy enough to recruit this infamous Troll Gosu, he asks. Gosu replies, saying that he agrees that nobody with the right mind will recruit him. But Kangen says that the crazy person who is going to recruit this infamous player is him. Moreover, he says that Gosu has got what it takes to be a pro gamer, and he can bet on it. Of course, that trash talker reputation will drag Gosu down. People are going to criticize him. But if he stops making excuses and show everyone he is turning things around, he will succeed as a pro gamer. In fact, Kangen will make sure he does. Gosu shouts that he wants to be the best pro gamer ever. He stands up like a soldier and says that he will listen to every command of Sir Choi Kangen. Then, Kangen takes Gosu to the gym to make his stamina level perfect to do gaming. "Why do I have to work out because of gaming?" Gosu asks. Kangen replies that Gosu will need stamina to game well too. He tells Gosu to do training, practice, even apology letters. Kangen's phone starts to ring. He picks it up and sees that it's Hachel. Hachel speaks that he has some great news. He says that last night he grabbed a drink with Coach. "Oh, Coach, oh! You mean Obayongji? The top-tier coach?" Kangen asks. Hachel replies, saying yes. "That guy tried to recruit Venus, but she turned him down. 200 million. He offered her 200 million won for her salary. But still, Venus turned him down. Gosu asks whether it is the Venus he knows. Kangen replies saying, "Yep, it's the top-ranking streamer, Venus. She's one of the best support players who ranks around Master 2, and Gosu even managed to pick a fight with her, saying all kinds of stuff." Gosu replies that he is sorry. He was out of his mind back then, and he regrets it deeply. The coach is offering 200 million to a rookie who's not even Grandmaster yet, and she still turned him down. "Isn't it wild?" Hachel asks. Kangen replies that it's something obvious because if it's Venus, she wouldn't budge for 200 million or even 2 billion. Both Hachel and Gosu are concerned about how Kangen knows about this stuff. So Gosu asks Kangen whether he is friends with Venus. Kangen says that he has never met her, but he has his ways, and lastly, he tells Hachel to do a favor for him. He asks Hachel to find where Venus is, just like how he found out about Gosu. In the next scene, we see a dark room and a girl wearing a hoodie, which hides her face. The girl is crying, saying it's not her fault for some clueless people who run their mouths wild. Then, we see a message on her phone from the coach Obyongji, which means this person is Venus, and her real name is Sina, as the message refers to Ms. Sina. The message compromises that if the salary is the issue, they are willing to speak with the higher-ups to increase it to 250 million won, and if it's still not enough, they can add a win bonus. That way, Ms. Sena will get up to 300 million salary. Lastly, it states that their team is eagerly waiting for her reply. She says that she will never be able to become a programmer. Meanwhile, Kangen thinks that it's his lucky day since they are already tracking down Venus. Then, suddenly the window appears because the Golden Mask has sent a chat request. What could this be about? Kangen wonders. Suddenly, he is summoned to an unknown place. The Golden Mask welcomes his guest. Kangen says that he will be billing the Masked Man for travel expenses. The Golden Mask replies he will pay it in chakra as promised. Then Kangen asks, why is he being summoned here? The Golden Mask says that there's something that he wants Kangen to check out. To his surprise, Kangen sees the exact copy of the immortal battlefield, and even the characters are identical. Then the Golden Mask proudly shows his collection. So, impressive, isn't it? How's my collection? Aren't you in awe? He asks. Kangen thinks that this guy in front of him is a total geek, and a hardcore one at that. He asks whether he was brought here just to see this collection. The Golden Mask replies that even he wouldn't waste someone's time like that, and I called Kangen here because he needs advice on a strategy he has been wanting to test out. He wants to know the insight of a League of Infinity champion. Wait, don't tell me you've been playing this all by yourself? Kangen asks. The Golden Mask replies that it's like Go, or chess, or checkers. It's an intellectual escape for someone like him, burdened with the duty of ruling. But since there's no internet here, he has to play alone. Kangen perceives that basically, this ruler is lonely and wanted someone to play with. Since he is here, he decides to see the strategy of the ruler, but if it's a total joke, then he is out. The Golden Mask replies that won't because he knows the basics at least, and if he receives good advice, then he will actually give Kangen a very cool gift. Firstly, Kangen finds a major flaw in the ruler's strategy, because the ruler has used the characters Hong Gildong and Bodyuang, because there is no tank, and since the red team has a powerful tank like Nas Horn, even if the blue team got a balanced poking meta, Nas Horn's airborne ultimate could wipe them out. The ruler then asks whether there is a solution to this. Kangen replies saying, sure, there's. They can just add Dimension Lord as a support. That way, the blue team won't get overpowered in a team fight against their lane. Of course, adding Dimension Lord means losing some poking power, which might leave them short on damage. From the side, the Golden Mask thinks that Kangen's point of view is praiseworthy indeed, because he's came up with a solution the ruler didn't even think of in seconds. Then, they talk about strategy for about 2 hours. Kangen is shocked to know that he was lecturing for 2 hours. He scratches his hair, calling himself a total game nerd, as he loses track of time the moment they start talking strategy. Then, the Golden Mask hands over a box to Kangen for a gift. Kangen opens it and sees that it's a ring. The ring's name is Heidi's Stealth Ring, an artifact used by the legendary thief Heiditum. It's an item that hides any trace of chakra usage. The one who uses it will be completely undetectable when using chakra on Earth. It grants invisibility for 60 seconds and has a cooldown of 600 seconds. After that, the Golden Mask gives Kangen an energy core that will boost his total as the payment of his travel expenses. He tells Kangen to swallow it and it will chakra on its own. The ruler states that today was truly enjoyable, and lastly, he says that the ring's ability has a command phrase to activate. Kangen can activate it by just saying the word hiding. Kangin comes back to Earth, with his chakra capacity being increased and gaining 350 experience points. Due to XP, he levels up. He thinks that since he got this gift, he should try it. So he goes straight to his sister Miho to do a quick healing session. He activates the healing chakra, and when he is done, he tells Miho to try moving. Miho tries moving and sees that she can stand up, but not perfectly. Then, both brother and sister cry tears of happiness. Kangin says that next time he will heal her perfectly and try to heal their mother too. The nurse again has seen Kangin performing the healing session. Inside the car, Kangin notices that Venus has blocked his number 2. Hacheol asks whether it has to be specifically Sena because there are other skilled supporters. Kangin replies that it's true, there are lots of supports better than Sena, but it has to be her because Park Sena isn't the type who specializes in 1 or 2 heroes. She's versatile, great with all kinds of heroes. She has a wide hero pool. So what's the advantage? Coach? Kangin questions. The coach answers that then it should be in the field of meta because she can adapt no matter how the meta changes. Kangin says that exactly it. Whatever the new trends are, she'll quickly adjust and handle it. Plus, the opposing team won't be able to predict which hero Park Sena will pick. They will have an edge right from the draft phase if they recruit Park Sena. They reach Sena's staying location, but they are thinking whether they should barge into her place or not because it could backfire. More importantly, it's not exactly cool for 2 guys to show up unannounced at a woman's house. As they are thinking about what to do, they hear a loud shout saying to stop this. A streamer has found out Sena and Current, filming it telling his subscribers that he has finally tracked down the mysterious gaming streamer, Venus. Sena tells him to stop filming, but the streamer wouldn't budge because he is dead adamant to reveal the mysterious gamer Venus's true identity. As he is about to pull the hoodie, Kangin appears and pushes the culprit back, saying that he bumped into the guy by mistake. He then tells the streamer to get lost. He asks Sena whether she is okay. Sena, at first glance, recognizes that she is talking to Choi Kangin. In the next scene, Kangin has already entered Sena's house. Sena shows her gratitude towards Kangin by saying thanks. Kangin gets straight to the point and says that he is here to recruit Ms. Sena for his personal team. Sena says, sorry, but answer is still a no. She says that Kangin hadn't helped her out. She wouldn't have even let him into her home. She removes the hoodie from her face, revealing the state of her face, saying that Kangin will know the reason behind her answer in one look. Bearing a sad countenance, Sena says that with a face like this, she could never be a pro gamer. Kangin now understands the reason for Sena. Never meeting people, hardly stepping outside, and always blocking any comments about her appearance on stream, because it's a complex about her looks. Kangin says that he is sorry for her seeing her like this, and he never intended to, but he shares that he has to ask a question regarding it. Is appearance really that important, Miss Sena? He asks, because he believes that skill is everything for a pro gamer. After hearing it, Sena gets extremely furious. She shouts at Kangin, saying that he can't easily say something like that without knowing how much a person can suffer because of a bad face. Kangin blankly replies that he can say it easily because he is here to recruit skills, not appearance. He then asks what Sena would do if she could fix her face. Wouldn't she want to take someone's hand, even if they were a devil Lucifer? What do you mean? Change my face? Are you saying you'd pay for surgery? Ha! You think I haven't looked into that already? Sena asks. She says that she has searched for every famous doctor and hospital, but they all said the same thing, that modern medicine can't fix her. She concludes that there are things in this world money can't buy. Then Kangin asks a couple of questions. Whether she isn't scared of meeting other people or whether she does want to live like that. He says that maybe it's not his place to say, but he wants to say that Sena's talent's too valuable to let go to waste. In addition, he gives her a reality check by saying that no matter how tough things get, no matter the pain, Cena will need to use her talent because no one will lift her up even if she is suffering or broken. Only she can pick herself up, so she should refuse to give up and take what she wants and deserves. That's how her life will start to change, because that's how Kangen started to change his life. Lastly, he tells her to join the team and bring her skills so that she could change her life for the better. Cena agrees with Kangen, saying that she is so tired of hiding that she doesn't want to keep living like this. But the idea of facing people with this face terrifies her. Kangen replies that then it's all the more reason for her to take his hand so that he can help her. "You'll really help me?" Cena questions. Kangen answers that a devil doesn't lie, but he does take payment and he starts to treat her with chakra. After some moment, he says that he has healed her so she could see for herself in the mirror. She runs quickly to the mirror, and what she sees brings her to tears. Her face is being half-healed. At the next moment, Coach Heikaol sees that Kangen has gathered his squad for his team. Kangen replies that he finally got the team together after going through so much trouble. Heikaol says that he was utterly shocked when Kangen brought those two brothers in. Kangen replies that there's nothing money can't solve, in fact it gets everything right. Coach Heikaol says that he is worried because he is the one who has to find all the sponsors to pay the players. Kangen replies that in this world, someone's value is measured by money. If someone's worth it, they deserve to be recognized. Heikaol says that is why he has brought a sponsor already, and as he hears the stepping noise of someone coming, he quickly goes to open the gate. But the moment he opens and sees the chairwoman, he gets flabbergasted and shuts the door in an instant. Why is the chairwoman here? Kangen wonders. Heikaol opens the door and says that he is sorry for closing the door due to astonishment. "Wait, is Balboa Games your sponsor, dude?" Kangen asks. Heikaol answers that he thought he arranged the sponsorship with Balboa Games Korea, not the main branch, actually. The chairwoman says that it's a lovely house and greets the teammates Kangen brought. Then she says that she wants to have a chat with owner Choi Kangen, and it should be just the two of them.